Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Dan in Korea, and if you're new to my channel, my name is Danny and I make contents in English about my life in Korea. And today I have a special guest.
Hello, my name is Amanda, also known as Tara's mom.
I knew Amanda like a while ago. And Amanda came to Korea as a model and she was modeling in Korea, and then she got married and now she's a mom in Korea.
Yeah. My husband's Korean.
She's from Canada.
Canada.
We actually live in the same neighborhood, so I thought it would be fun to do a video together. Anyway, so today's topic is what's it like to be a mom in Korea? This is going to be interesting. Tell me about yourself. Like, how did you come to Korea?
My story is so long. Basically, I'm Canadian. I came to Korea as a fashion model, but after getting married, I stopped modeling. Also because in the model world, you retire around the age of 25.
Oh my god.
And I started teaching. So I'm a private tutor. Amanda's English. I worked at an academy here. When I became pregnant, I stopped working, which was actually one of the hardest times of my life because I'm a very busy person. I like to always be doing something. So I took time off. I had my daughter, and for 2 years I was a stay-at-home mom. And then I started my own business out of home. And then actually my husband was helping me with my business, and he was like a stay-at-home dad. So that's not very common either, especially in Korean culture. And now my daughter's in elementary school and I'm working and I'm a mom, but that in itself is like a full-time
Working
job.
mom.
Working mom.
Yeah. Now her husband has a cafe.
Yeah,
named
so we do
after
another shout out.
Yeah.
That's his romantic gesture to me. It has my name.
Yeah,
Madison Coffee.
We'll be showing the cafe later. What's it like being a mom here?
I'm very much Korean on the inside when it comes to mom life. I'm really like the Korean moms, very stereotypical. However, there's also aspects from my culture that I use with my daughter. First things first is when you give birth in Korea, it's very, very different than in Canada or other Western cultures. So women here, they go to like an aftercare center, which is like 2 weeks of being taken care of. So your babies are there and they have nurses and a whole staff, and the mom like relaxes, the mom learns, and the nurses basically take care of the baby.
산후조리원,
Yeah.
right? But it's so expensive.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't go. So
Okay.
everyone else I know, they went to that. In Western culture, a lot of times women are just like on their own. My mom flew in from Canada to stay with me when Tara was born.
I mean, I think that was how people used to do it.
So that's one great advantage if you do give birth in Korea. And you can afford it. There is that.
My sister went also
Yeah.
after she gave birth. It was really nice because like when you're a mom, it's the first time you're being a mom, especially if it's your firstborn. I think this facility actually kind of helps you to get ready to become a mom. They teach you how to like feed and all that. But I heard it's a bit pricey.
When you become a mom, you kind of lose your identity. So you become mom. You're no longer you for a short time at least. And that's like very overwhelming. Lots of women face postpartum depression, things like that. Fortunately, I didn't go through that with Tara. But yeah, a lot of women, they struggle. So that would be one advantage of being a mom in Korea. However, as your child grows up, there's just so much in Korea that they don't really do in Western culture. So especially my daughter's age, education-wise, there are academies for like anything you can possibly think of.
Everything.
And I literally work to pay for my daughter's education because it's so expensive and everybody does it.
And like if you don't do it, you feel like you're not like providing enough.
Yeah, and even my daughter, she's like, why do I only get 3 academies, mommy? My friends have
Really?
8 academies.
Oh my god.
I'm like, you're 7.
When I was going to school, it was still like bad. These days, I think it's worse.
But I mean, there are a lot of great academies. Like my daughter, she goes to art.
Okay,
and,
those are nice.
And you know, and swimming and things like that are just great that there are so many options, but there's also the pressure.
But isn't in Canada like you have like more like after school activities that you can actually do these kind of things at school?
In school. My daughter goes to an international school here in Korea, so there are so many things she gets to do with her school.
Okay.
But all of those kids, they still go to academies here.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
I took piano lessons when I was in Canada, but kids here, they take like music, they take a sport, they take at least
everything.
3 academic things.
Yeah, like math, Korean,
and it's
English.
not just like once, it's like math every day, English every day. It's like very studious. And I feel bad for the kids that are older because once you get to high school, it's like it's more intense than when you go to university in Western culture. These kids, they don't sleep.
I think the moms here also adapt to the child's schedule.
Yeah.
So this area is kind of different from the rest of like in general Korea.
Songdo bubble.
Songdo is like an international area. There's like international schools where Tara goes to.
Yeah.
There's international firms, universities. So a lot of people here are a bit different like from other parts of Korea. There are so many academies in this area. So the moms in this area kind of have a unique pattern of life adapted to children's schedule. So they like pick them up from school, they take them to the academy.
So in Songdo, there's like Academy Street where it's just like you can't drive at a certain time because it's like all the academy buses, all the kids getting picked up, and it's just like intense. So my daughter, we live like maybe a 15-minute drive from the school, but in the mornings or at pickup, it literally takes me an hour to go and get her and take her because of just like traffic around that area. I mean, the kids here, their test scores are better, they're more educated because they study so much, but life experiences and other things, play and stuff.
They don't enjoy life as a kid so much.
But I mean, I also see kids like at the playground having so much fun here, and there's lots of
You're so Koreanized.
But yeah, that's the thing. I'm
You're
such
so
a Korean mom.
Koreanized.
See? And you can't just take the good. There's the good and the bad, and they sometimes come together. So my daughter, since she was like 3, has been doing studying math and science and English and Korean.
I went through this life. No one made me study. I was like, Tara, Mom, I want to go to like more academies.
Because I do like psychological tricks on her. Like, no, you can't study math. And she's like, I want to study math.
I really enjoyed studying, but then when I grew up, it made me sad because I feel like I missed out so much of my childhood. If you're living in Korea, you need to find like that balance.
So as a working mom, I kind of had to make a choice. Do I want to really focus on my career and focus on money, or do I want to spend time with my daughter? And that was difficult for me because I could have really focused and like opened my own academy and I would have been more well off now than I am. But I wanted to spend that quality time with my daughter, and those are the choices you have to make. You can't really have both. And you get a lot of pressure too from the other moms. Like, I don't want to say the Korean moms or Western moms because it's not like all separated like that. But there's a lot of like judging. The mom circles, they will judge you.
No, this is real. I think there's a unique mom culture here.
Yeah.
There's a unique school mom culture here.
In the whole world, there's like the bad mom, good mom stereotype, which we should break. But I think here it's more of a pressure that you feel like yourself because it's like politics. It's like fitting into society.
Was it difficult for you to fit in?
Here's the thing with me. I'm very much an extrovert, so I'm not shy to go and like talk to people. And sometimes that's like overwhelming, especially for my Korean friends. They're like, too much. But I learned, so that's why I say I'm like Korean on the inside, because I learned you have to like do certain things and give respect to certain people and you have to watch yourself in certain situations because that's the culture. If you want to fit in, you kind of have to adapt to that. But I've made some great like mom friends from Korean moms. But truthfully, a lot of those people, they speak English because even if I speak Korean, my Korean is not good enough to have that kind of like deep conversation that friends have. But there's also like a lot of superficial mom groups that I have. So we meet together and we just have coffee or we talk about like academies.
But you're not friends.
But we're not like close. So I like them. I consider them my friend, but I don't know a lot about like their lives.
Do you think if you're not living in Songdo, if you don't speak Korean, do you think it'll be difficult at being a mom here?
I mean, in Korea, there are so many like foreign mom groups too.
Oh, really?
So I have like a lot of foreign moms that we get together and we do meetups and we have like a lot of women's or mom groups for foreigners.
Oh, I didn't know
There's
that.
so many.
You can always find a group or friends to hang out with.
Yeah, it's not hard to find people, but you kind of have to put in that effort or you have to have the time. I also have my husband to support me so that he can watch Tara.
Are there any like government supports being a mom here?
Yes, you get money.
You get money?
Yeah, every month.
But not enough.
So I always joke because my Korean is limited. So a lot of the like government things my husband helps me with. He like registers it for me and he does everything. But yeah, you do get a like monthly amount. So you can choose to use that. It starts when the child is in your belly. And then after the baby comes out, depends on where the baby's born, you get like a cash bonus. But I think that's only if you give birth to a Korean citizen
Okay,
because
okay.
it's
Of
the
course,
government trying to like promote the birth rate.
Yeah.
So you can choose to use the monthly payments for like daycare.
Oh.
Or you can just keep it. So it's like a subsidy kind of thing.
So they give it to you in cash.
Yeah, they send you a payment like every month. My daughter's tuition is so big, I don't notice.
International schools are expensive.
It's so expensive.
It's so expensive. It's crazy.
It's so hard.
It's difficult to get it. It's crazy. I heard about it.
Especially my daughter's school.
Yeah.
But there's also like parental leave too. If you're a working mom, you get pregnant, you get money to take time off, and your husband can also get time off and money here. But they have that in Canada.
Personally, I don't think it's like enough.
It's not enough. It's like you could pay
enough.
for diapers with it or something, but it's something.
It's something. We need to create an environment that's kind of easy for parents to like have kids. Okay.
I can't tell my story about when I was pregnant because I had a very like traumatic experience, and I will scare away all the people who want to have children.
Okay, that's for another time on Amanda's channel.
On my channel.
She also has a channel, so we're gonna leave the link down.
Which I'm sorry I haven't updated in forever. Now I have to update.
Now you have to. What's like the general living cost here
as
a mom? What do you think?
It depends where you live, and what you buy. And things like that. So housing costs in Korea, I mean, that's like a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
But they have these cool things like jeonse, which is you put a big deposit down and then you pay just the interest on your loan for that deposit.
Yeah, I made a video on that, so I'm gonna put a link here.
Yeah. So that's like a great system because we can live in like a beautiful house and we pay like, I don't know, $1,000 a month or so. Whereas in Canada, that same size, if you paid like a monthly payment, it would be like closer to $4,000.
Yeah. Food and
so like again,
grocery wise,
it depends what you cook or buy. For me, it's like hella expensive. I cook everything at home because I'm celiac, so almost every day I'm cooking at home.
That sounds expensive.
And it's expensive because I like to have like vegetables and fruits, and those are the things that are expensive.
That are expensive in Korea.
I mean, it all depends on your lifestyle.
If you have like a certain condition like Amanda, finding things gluten-free, it's very expensive and difficult in Korea.
Yeah.
But in general, like if you want the regular groceries, fast food, gimbap, living cost isn't that high, I think.
I mean, the cost of food in Canada is insane right now, so I think it's actually cheaper than Canada.
But fruits and veggies are expensive.
And
meat.
Oh yeah. See, that's like half of food. But a lot of my Korean mom friends, they order most of their meals.
Yeah.
Because it's so convenient. And there's not a lot of time, especially like in between academies. So they do a lot of takeout food.
That's true.
It's so convenient here. There's like apps for it.
Yeah.
You can just say, oh, what do you want? Oh, I want this. So again, that's kind of pricey. But I mean, paying for academies and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
I think
outrageous.
that's a big chunk from your check, academy and schooling. I mean, if you go to public school, it won't be expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's free.
But then again, public school for your kids, it's going to all be in Korean.
Yeah.
We sent Tara to Korean kindergarten. We wanted her to focus on her Korean, but we had some struggles there. I mean, some of the kids were, I don't want to say racist because I think they did it innocently, but they would be like, oh, your mom's foreign. Oh, you're foreign. Oh, you're the different one.
I mean, like, it's discriminative.
Yeah, but they do it out of like they're curious. Oh, someone's different.
Because it's not common for Korean kids to see a foreign child
right.
like at school. I think this is also like a struggle that you have to be ready for.
Yeah,
Korea has a lot to work on, like race issues.
But that's the thing, because it's like a positive attention. So I feel it too. Like people stare at me all the time on the street. I always get comments like, "Wow, I've never met someone like you." But it's not like in a like hate way.
I had this conversation recently with someone because it was a big topic on my channel.
Yes, right.
And then a lot of people say there's like racism in Korea, and like I don't deny it. The root of the racism sometimes is to like hate and hurt people, and sometimes it comes from ignorance. And a lot of the racism that happen in Korea, I think, comes from the ignorance.
Or it's just not like a thing that they think of as being rude because they're not being rude.
But it's rude.
I mean, it doesn't bother me because it's often like little kids, "Oh, you're pretty."
I like little kids.
Thank you.
Yeah, I guess.
But you look like an alien. I'm like, They're like, you have green eyes. Are you really human?
You should say, I have an alien card.
I do. And I show them, and in English it says alien.
Alien card, I know.
My students are like...
But I think it's not easy to be a foreigner or like a mixed child in Korea because it's not that common yet.
So my daughter, she had a hard time and she didn't want to like express herself at school.
Oh, no.
So because my daughter does modeling and she's like, don't tell anyone I'm a model. I don't want to be more different than I already am.
Oh, she didn't want the attention.
She didn't want any attention. She's like, I don't want to speak out in class. I don't want to do anything. And so she was very like held back. And as soon as we sent her to international school, she like blossomed. There's also that struggle if you are foreign and you want to send your kids to school here.
Korea is getting more international. There are like more international moms like you and interracial couples, and a lot of people are actually choosing to live in Korea. So it's something I feel as a Korean that we have to work on. Even if it's not like a hateful racism, I think it's something that we do have to work on.
But you know what? If I had the choice right now, I would not go back to Canada as a mom.
Really?
Because it's safe here. It's way safer.
Okay.
I mean, I don't worry about my daughter being attacked at school, having gun violence. I don't worry about like needles at the park. Like Vancouver and having like drug addicts leave their needles in the park because they go there at night.
Yeah. That you don't have.
And drugs being given to kids, like, oh, it's candy.
Really?
And things that you don't see in the news, but I mean, in small towns it's not as common, but that's still a reality, especially in Canada and the US. It could happen.
It could happen.
Here, it's like a 0%. I mean, it could happen, but it's
yeah,
very, very, very unlikely. I can leave my bag on a table in a cafe and go to the bathroom and come back and nothing has been stolen. I kind of had reverse culture shock when we went back home when Tara was a baby, because I was like, paranoid. Like I had this anxiety. I have to like zip my bags. I have to like keep my child close. But here in Korea, I'm not scared for her safety. So that's a huge thing.
Also, this area is, compared to other parts of Korea, this area is a bit more safe.
And it's also very like family
oriented
friendly.
Area. Yeah.
So even like shopping centers, restaurants, they're very kid friendly. There are family washrooms everywhere, stroller friendly everything.
They even like lend you strollers.
Yes, the shopping
malls.
center has like stroller rentals, the amusement park stroller rentals.
Any advice for future moms?
Don't lose yourself. So when you become a mom, like a lot of people, they don't even know my name. They just call me Tara's mom. My name is Amanda.
Your Instagram ID is Tara's
I
mom.
know, and I do it to myself because I'm so like, it's my thing to work on as well. So when I make new mom friends, I know them as like their kid's name and then mom. So I've been trying to say like, what's your name? And my Korean mom friends are like, why? Why you need to know my name? It's weird. Just call me so-and-so's mom. But I think that's important, and taking the time to do like a night out and it could even just be with yourself. So there are a lot of like opportunities for social groups, especially if you're in Songdo. Find many on Facebook and things like that, but take the time, go for a ladies night, just time by yourself, go to a movie by yourself. Take that time for you, do some self-care. So I like to go for like a massage, or I do ladies night, or I do, actually I'm part of so many.
Game night,
trivia night, women's book club.
Oh my god. But that's also because you're a very extrovert.
Yeah, that's like very much my, like what I need for myself. But
I think this is very important.
There are so many moms and they're just like only mom, and they live and they do everything for their kid, and it's not just the pressure from other moms. It's like that's what's kind of expected once you become a mom.
Yeah.
That's my advice. Try to like break free from that.
Wow. Anyway, I really enjoy talking about this. My first time trying to talk about like these topics, but I think it was really nice. So we should have you back on this channel.
We have to do this again. We'll talk about like breastfeeding or something random that men know nothing about.
Thank you, Amanda, for giving your insight on being a mom in Korea. I am sure we'll be back with another topic because we're basically neighbors. Thank you so much. Part 2 is coming soon. And if you have any questions, like being a mom in Korea, or like being a foreigner in Korea, being married in Korea, please leave it in the comments, and we can get some ideas from the comments and make our next video. Thank you for watching, guys, and thank you, Amanda, for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Yay! So I usually finish my video like good.